space.
Oh, let's head on over to Papa Don to announce the main event.
AAPW, Twitch, also Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. Are you ready for the main event? All right, let's get this show on the road.
All right, George, introducing first, we have here, of course, one of our contenders tonight.
Introducing first. Well, actually, this match is for one fall with a 30-minute time limit.
30-minute time limit
first.
Here tonight at AAPW.
He is the challenger for the AAPW Heavyweight Championship. From outer space, 220 pounds, PLÜTO Mars.
PLÜTO Mars making his championship match debut tonight. And I'm pretty sure he's going to walk away with a phenomenal win.
Loves it here at AAPW on Saturday nights.
PLÜTO Mars, our main contender tonight for the championship, heavyweight championship belt against Donnie Giovanni. Really think he's going to make a massive impact here tonight, George.
Well, this man claims to be from outer space.
Claims he looks like he's from outer space.
Well, he's... We just give him the belt.
I think he's going to definitely just try his best to defend his belt tonight.
Well,
but
I feel sorry for PLÜTO Mars.
As PLÜTO Mars said earlier, he's never defeated PLÜTO Mars, so we're definitely in for a great match tonight.
There's the belt.
Heavyweight championship belt on the line here tonight at AAPW. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. PLÜTO Mars and Donnie Giovanni for the heavyweight championship. And Charlie Ochoa is our main official tonight. Asking both contenders if they're ready, and here goes the bell. PLÜTO is definitely taking his time tonight. I think I'm loving the strategy.
Look at those boots he's wearing.
They're the gravity boots, George. We've talked about this before. Gravity boots on his planet where he comes from. He has to equate the gravity on Earth. So in order to have him not just, float away into outer space randomly, he has the gravity boots to help him out.
Gravity boots. What would he do? Fly away?
Of course he'd fly away. He's from a different planet.
Get real. Reality is one thing.
On his planet, he's able to lift twice the size of Donnie Giovanni with one finger.
I gotta see that someday.
We might have to get you a special spacesuit, George.
Look at them. They're tying up right now, feeling their strength on each arm. Twist and wrist lock. Attempted. Now he slammed his elbow right on his shoulder. Man, alive. What? More of a lighter skin on this PLÜTO Mars we're talking about.
Well, PLÜTO Mars, of course, being from the Andromeda Galaxy himself, said that the only broadcast from Earth that was sent to his planet was old, wrestling matches. I'm pretty sure he got a tape of you one of those days.
Well, he's never mentioned it to me, but again, PLÜTO Mars is stepping outside the ring. He doesn't want to have nothing to do with.
I think that's why he came to AAPW, was because he saw one of your tapes from his planet. He's like, I would like to meet George de la Isla.
You don't know that for a fact, and I'll tell you what, I ought to show him one of your tapes. You were wrestling.
I got 2 tapes there, George. But you know, I'm in the new era. You were in the old era. And I think that he's more well aware of both. So we'll see what PLÜTO has to come up with tonight.
PLÜTO Mars right now holding. I think
like
he felt that.
I think he hurt his arm on that one, George. Like I said, he's controlled by the tiny alien in his gut, using the machines, and
that guy had rubber arms.
I believe he's trying to breathe in the oxygen that his machine body needs. I mean, look at the strength of PLÜTO Mars. The physique compared to Donnie Giovanni. How can you expect me to believe that Donnie Giovanni is gonna win tonight?
What are they doing breathing oxygen? His perky little nose.
There's 30-minute time limit on this match. You're gonna need all the oxygen you can get.
He looks like he's got 2 holes on his face. That's his nose.
You're talking about the tribal paint on his face, George. That is the paint that comes from his planet. It gives him the strength that he needs. He just has to be careful not to make sure it doesn't sweat all off of him, because he underestimated the sweat glands of the human body.
So you say, and again, ooh.
There's that extraterrestrial strength going up against Donnie Giovanni.
You know, whoa.
Finally breaking him down, George.
It didn't work, did it? Gravity boots or no gravity?
Gravity boots or no gravity boots, that's still going to hurt, George, when you walk into Donnie Giovanni like that.
Oh, my gosh. You fans, I tell you. He made a mistake facing Donnie Giovanni tonight. And I tell you, no, hand it to you. He's got something there trying his best. But no, he is absolutely met the wrong man.
Well, the Donnie Giovanni tonight putting on pretty decent showcase, George. But of course, PLÜTO Mars knowing the strategy, knowing and understanding that he has what it takes to last full 30 minutes with Donnie Giovanni.
I'm surprised he hasn't pulled out his laser. Oh.
But of course, you know, George, that would be legal.
Oh, now you say it. Look, he can't budge him. Oh my gosh.
He can't budge him, but he sure can strike him in the face.
Oh, look at him. Look. He's just hitting him.
Charlie Ochoa asking him to get off.
And Giovanni just being
saying that not a 5 count from his planet, but 10 is where they count to. What tapes did they do in the old school days? They counted to 10, George. Was that old school
boxing.
10?
Come on, that's boxing.
Maybe he got the wrong tape.
Well, right now, Donnie's taking it out with an arm drag, another arm drag, and a straight arm bar, and he's got him pinned down.
Donnie's going to have to do more than that, George. You think spinning him around with arm drags is going to do it? PLÜTO Mars traveled the galaxy. You know how many black holes he's passed? You know how much gravity, you know how much G-force that is on the body?
Well, looks, it says all over his face, I guess. He barely has any eyes. 2 holes. Or a long hole.
He has the same amount of holes that you do, George. He's just in a human body. That's the only difference.
Well, better not say.
As you can see, he's using the holes of Donnie Giovanni against him and putting the fingers right in between his eyes.
Again and again. There he goes. PLÜTO Mars putting the pressure on Donnie Giovanni. Oh, my gosh. A thought came into my head. What if PLÜTO defeats Donnie?
I think he's going to take that championship belt back to space.
No. Oh, no. Come on, Donnie. Now I'm sorry.
There's a gravity boots, George.
Look at him. Those things are heavy suckers. He's got a metal on the side, and what is he trying to do?
He has studied the human anatomy. He understands what it takes to break down a human, and he's just using it ever so slightly with that leg drop to the chin there, George, as he's putting his opponent away and trying to win the match so that not only win, but just prove that an extraterrestrial has a chance here at AEPW.
Just 2 counts, and again, we're seeing this.
There he is again on that chin, causing that air to be cut off from Donnie Giovanni. As you can see here, he's having trouble breathing in this 30-minute match. PLÜTO Mars and Donnie Giovanni staring each other down here, George. Both of them.
Wow.
You see the paint rubbing off of PLÜTO Mars. As I said before, that tribal paint from his planet is what gives him the strength. And as he sweats off the paint, he's losing his strength. And Donnie Giovanni.
Squash!
Oh.
Oh!
I don't know
whoa,
any amount of
whoa.
gravity boots that'll help you defend you against that kind of weight, George.
If he doesn't kick him in the head, it can be great. I'll tell you. Oh, jawbreaker right there. Donnie's hurt. Donnie is hurt.
You know that move, George. You've seen that plenty of times in your day as a wrestler.
I've gotten it plenty of times in my day.
So you know exactly how much that hurts and how much
It
Pluto
hurts.
Mars enjoys inflicting pain on other humans, as you can see a smile on his face as Donnie Giovanni crawls away.
But you know what? He's not the only one that likes inflicting pain on other wrestlers.
Who could that be, George?
Look very close. He's not very far from me.
Keanu?
No, leave the technical director alone.
Maybe you can ask him for a playback. Here we go, snap mirror to the middle. Of course, Pluto Mars earned that nice grip there, chin lock on Donnie Giovanni.
The reverse chin lock is right now working really savagely on Donnie. Donnie right now feels like he's being smothered, and Charlie Ochoa is checking it out to see if he can still breathe.
But it's a great strategy by Pluto. Again, oxygen is key in a match like this, George. And all he's doing is taking as much as he can out from Donnie Giovanni, cutting off the circulation to his brain.
Can't do that.
Donnie Giovanni looks like he is about to pass out, George.
Oh my gosh.
If this is our champion, I think we're going to have a new one pretty soon here.
I'll tell you, Donnie is a one war horse, and I'll tell you, he really loves to battle, but
The vicious elbows drop down. Again, that's him floating away. The gravity boots are what's keeping him down, George.
he's trying to break his collarbone.
Donnie looks like he's about to pass out. His hand drops down. Charlie Ochoa. The room is absolutely quiet. We might see a new champion arise tonight.
No, the third counter is being lifted up.
Well, George, has been fun, but now we have a new champ. Oh, no! Donnie Giovanni
Come on.
coming alive.
Donnie.
George, this is your champion here. Throwing gut shot after gut shot, inflicting pain back to Pluto Mars. As George says, swing and a miss. But
Drop
Pluto
kick,
is
and down
there.
goes Donnie. Donnie fell for that one, and I'll tell you, I can't believe that. Donnie was doing so good, and again, Pluto Mars did a legal drop kick and brought him down.
there's illegal tactics you're talking about, George. That's what you've been waiting for all night. And what a way to put it on display here at the main event of the AEPW.
There's a pin. 1, 2.
Ah, that's a slow count there, George. And space, time is irrelevant. That should have been 3.
Oh, right in the back of the head. Again and again, we're seeing this. Oh! Pinned him. 1, 2. Oh, wow.
Wow, indeed, George. That is the
Big
strength
man.
and athleticism of an extraterrestrial here at AEPW. Both men look like they're exhausted, trying their best to get up. Only one will come out on top.
1, 2.
Pluto's so close.
Wow, the fans are looking to see who's going to take this one. I don't want... come on, Donnie. Don't get Pluto to... Don't skip a beat, Donnie. Keep going. Keep ticking. Let's go. Oh, my gosh.
Well, time is ticking as so many minutes have passed by for this 30-minute match. And Donnie Giovanni laying waste to Pluto, but he quickly gets back up.
Oh, look, he's pushing him in. Punishing him in there. Croucho lift and slam. 1, 2, and...
Oh, Charlie Ochoa almost getting to 3, George. But again, with the ability to see a little bit into the future, Pluto Mars actually kicked out at 2. I mean, you cannot deny the force, the energy, the athleticism that's happening in the ring right now, ladies and gentlemen, as we see Donnie Giovanni going up against Pluto Mars for the heavyweight championship title here at AEPW.
Donnie's down. Donnie is down. Pluto's on the outside, trying to gather his brain, or if he has brains together, how are we going to defeat
Of course,
Donnie?
Pluto has brains.
I don't
He's
know
a
what
human.
kind of brains they are.
He's an alien, an extraterrestrial in
Grabbing
an
a chair
alien
has
body.
got brains.
Human body. Sorry.
Grabbing a chair is you've got brains.
We were asking him to get his laser out. He left that on his planet.
Please. Oh. What? He's got Charlie Jones got no.
Charlie Ochoa,
Oh, he
he
knocked
just
himself
smacked himself
out.
in the head there, George.
He hit himself.
there you have it, George. You called me a cheater and someone who's negative. You're laughing and the pain that, of course, extraterrestrials going through.
He was going to use it to hinder a problem on Donnie, to hit him over the head, and he wound up, the chair rebounded back and hit him on the head. That's the way it goes.
So Donnie Giovanni, our champion tonight. Unfortunately, I mean, PLÜTO Mars had a lot to go through. He had to go through customs and immigration and a whole bunch of stuff just to get here on this planet, here to wrestle for you, George. He saw your tape, and this is how you treated him, by laughing at him in the ring? What's wrong with you?
He becomes comical sometimes, the way he wrestles. It's an unorthodox way, but he has to resort to grabbing a chair, just like some other wrestlers I know. But I know, what can I say? Donnie's a victorious one. We love it. We thank God for a Donnie Giovanni here.
Well, Donnie Giovanni, your winner. Let's go back to Ray Papadon couples in the ring tonight.
Let's go, Donnie Giovanni!